President Donald Trump tells EWTN News that he does not think he can persuade Russia's Vladimir Putin to stop killing people in Ukraine. The president made the statement shortly after he met virtually with the head of Ukraine and European leaders to discuss the 3.5-year war. For the very latest, let's check in with White House Correspondent Owen Jensen. Owen.
Well, good evening to you, Eric. As President Trump tries to end the war in Ukraine, the number of civilians being killed there in the war continues to climb almost daily. And today, at an event at the Kennedy Center, I was able to ask President Trump directly about that.
Sir, when you meet with Vladimir Putin Friday in Alaska, do you believe you can convince him to stop targeting civilians in Ukraine?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've had that conversation with him. I've had a lot of good conversations with him. Then I go home and I see that a rocket hit a nursing home or a rocket hit an apartment building and people are laying dead in the street. So I guess the answer to that is no, because I've had this conversation. I want to end the war.
Before President Donald Trump meets with the Russian president in Anchorage, he held a virtual call today with European leaders and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, who traveled to Berlin to attend the conference.
We had a very good call. He was on the call. President Zelensky was on the call. I would rate it a 10, very, very friendly.
Він старається натиснути перед зустрічю на Алясці.
And at a news briefing in Berlin, the Ukrainian president telling reporters Putin is bluffing, definitely does not want peace, and seeks to occupy all of Ukraine. President Zelensky calling for an immediate ceasefire. And German Chancellor Friedrich Merz said the European leaders had a constructive and good discussion with President Trump. Also, President Trump says he would like to meet jointly with Zelensky and Putin.
There's a very good chance that we're going to have a second meeting, which will be more productive than the first, because the first is I'm going to find out where we are and what we're doing.
And if Putin does not end the war, then President Trump says Russia will pay a price.
There will be very severe consequences.
With the Alaska summit just a few days away, President Trump ripping press coverage, writing, "Very unfair media is at work on my meeting with Putin." And he blasts critics who said, Putin has already won. Trump responds, "What's that all about? We are winning on everything. The fake news is working overtime."
And while at the Kennedy Center today, President Trump, of which he is the chairman, he announced renovation plans for the building. And in addition, this year's honorees for its annual award, including Sylvester Stallone, Kiss, and Gloria Gaynor, were revealed. We'll have more coming up later on. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.